Okay, this is our amortization formula. Looks very complicated. Like I said, looks are deceiving. Okay, so principal, and that's just the total loan amount you're going to get. And it's equal to the payment times, and in parentheses, this is where it looks complicated. It's going to be, well, actually in brackets, because we're going to have a parenthesis inside the bracket. And it's 1 minus, now in parentheses, we have 1 divided by 1 plus the monthly interest rate. Now, that whole thing in parentheses gets raised to the number of payments we're going to make over the course of a loan. And that part is divided by the monthly interest rate. Now, we could have divided the whole, that division could have extended over the payment. It doesn't really matter. It just looks nicer when I'm by putting that part under here. So what we're going to have to do, well, what we're eventually going to end up doing is we're going to be able to solve for principal. I'm going to teach you how to solve for payment. I'm also going to teach you how to solve for the number of payments. The only variable in here that we cannot solve for is the monthly interest rate, because that's included in this bracket or in this parentheses in the denominator that's raised to an exponent, and that same variable is also in the denominator. So there's no mathematical tools that we have to be able to solve for that variable. Now, I'm not sure if you use certain mathematical software, mathematical programs, there might be ways to solve for something like that, but this is not something that you would ever be required to do. Like I said, I don't even know if you'd be able to do that with computer mathematical software. The number of payments, if it's like a 30-year loan, we're going to be making payments every month. So we'd be multiplying 30 times 12, and I'll introduce a simple formula for that. The monthly interest rate, we've only been working with yearly interest rates, but I'm going to show you how to get a monthly interest rate from a yearly interest rate. And really, once we do that, it's going to be pretty easy to figure out how much each payment is by solving this equation. And we could also, when we know how much each payment is, and we know the number of payments, we're going to actually be able to figure out how much we're paying over the course of a loan. So for example, let's say the payment's $1,000 and the loan amount, the total principal or loan was $200,000, but it was over 25 years, which ends up being 300 payments. So if we had 300 payments of $1,000, we'd be paying $300,000. And if the loan, I forget what I said, the loan was $200,000, we would have paid an extra $100,000 of interest. Now, I know I just said that very quickly, and that was probably confusing, but it'll be much clearer when I break this down step by step and show you how to really break down a home loan. And then I'll even produce an amortization schedule to show how this whole process works.